know, it took the Egyptians years to build the pyramids. Imagine the time they could have saved if only they'd used a forklift. Is that really necessary? I mean, couldn't we just trade a few camels, maybe throw in a donkey for a forklift? It was Samuel T. Cobb who, back in the early 1800s, invented the first forklift. Forklift design has improved over the years. Even so, accidents happen. And here, staging an accident can cost us a little time and money, but nobody gets hurt. This is just make-believe. Out there, in real life, working on or around forklifts, an accident can cost a lot more than time and money. It can cost you or one of your coworkers an injury, or even your lives. Now, I know what you're thinking. Something like that could never happen to me. Well, I feel the same way. Then again, maybe it could. I'm Tim Wright, and this is real life.
Real life with your host, Tim Wright.
Every year, more than 100 workers are killed, and almost 95,000 others are injured in forklift-related accidents. Why?
Because of the laws of physics. Now, my hypothesis states that force relative to size, weight, and speed is indicative to the balance of an object.
What you really need to know about physics is that a forklift weighing thousands of pounds is able to carry loads of several tons. But this also makes them vulnerable to tip-overs, dropped loads, falls from ramps or docks, or run-ins with pedestrians or other vehicles. As a certified forklift operator, you're required to know everything. Everything. Absolutely everything about your equipment, your load, and your working environment. But knowing everything about forklifts doesn't ensure you an accident-free workday. How safely you operate a forklift, it's up to you. It all begins with what I call the 3 A's.
Awareness, attitude, action.
The 3 A's to forklift safety: awareness, attitude, and action. It's just like in real life. Real life. Can somebody get me out of here?
Being aware of the dangers around you and having the right attitude about your personal safety leads you to take the necessary actions to protect yourself.
Awareness.
Knowing the dangers you face each day while working with a forklift, that's awareness. But what are these dangers? Let's take a look. All right, now get on down from there. And I mean now, Pilgrim. Who would have thought? Forklift jacking. No, this is probably not your most immediate concern, but it's a good idea to stay alert and ready for anything. Some common hazards while operating a forklift include surface conditions, congested or cluttered areas, pedestrian traffic, carrying irregularly shaped loads that could become unstable, and driving on potentially dangerous areas such as loading docks, ramps, and inside trailers. Ouch. Before getting started, make a walking inspection of your planned route to prevent you from driving over debris or into holes. Make sure doors and ceilings are tall enough for you and your load.
Obviously, this wouldn't work. It's too small.
Pick up clutter as you go. Never try pushing piles out of your way with the forklift. That could cause your load to spill. Notify pedestrians and other drivers of your planned route. Ask them to stand clear as you pick up and put down loads. Never allow anyone between your forklift and a stationary object. Alert others at blind corners, doorways, and aisles by sounding your horn. Remember, pedestrians always have the right-of-way. Check your company's SOP, standard operating procedures. You may be required to have a spotter or guide to make sure the way is clear. Want some gnarly advice? Like, watch out for slippery surfaces, dude. Road wave, man. Roads and floors can become slick for a variety of reasons. Rain, spilled lubricants, even wax buildup can cause forklifts to lose control.
Ouch.
If a slippery area is unavoidable, stop and spread dry sand or absorbent clay. Then cross the area slowly and cautiously. Report the incident to your supervisor as soon as possible. Forklifts are designed to carry weight, a great deal of weight. A forklift is not designed to maneuver or stop quickly as you might expect a car to do. This is why speed is such an issue. Look, I really don't think I was going that fast. Couldn't I just buy tickets to the policeman's ball? Loose objects, bumps, or uneven floors can cause you to lose control or even stop unexpectedly. Cross railroad tracks and similar edges at a 45-degree angle rather than straight on. This allows one wheel at a time to negotiate the edge. The crew tied me here to demonstrate a 45-degree angle. Okay, guys, we made our point. You can untie me now. Guys, it's not funny anymore. I feel an ouch coming on.
Attitude.
Remember, safety is an attitude. And with a safety-first attitude, you're less likely to take unnecessary risks. Maybe you're an experienced forklift operator. Maybe you've never had an accident. But in the long run, even the most professional operators can get into trouble if they don't stay alert to the dangers around them. And most importantly, take the necessary actions to avoid those dangers.
Action.
You're aware of some of the hazards facing you on the job. You've got that safety-first attitude. Now it's time for the most important of the 3 A's. Action. It's your life that's at risk. What are you going to do about it? First, inspect your equipment thoroughly. This includes the forklift and power plant. Power plants can be an electric battery or a fuel system using diesel, gasoline, or propane. In either case, you're working with potentially dangerous substances. Make sure you wear the proper PPE or personal protective equipment, such as an apron, gloves, and special shoes when needed. In checking the forklift, you're looking to see that the mast, roller tracks, hydraulics, forks, tires, controls, and all warning systems, including horns and backup alarms, are in good condition and working properly. Now you're ready to go to work. I guess I should have checked the gears. While operating a forklift, obey all the rules of the road and posted warning signs. Number 1, keep your speed reduced. It doesn't take much for a forklift to get away from you. Maintain a safe distance from other forklifts. Don't tailgate. Ouch. And avoid trying to pass another forklift that's in motion. Ouch. Look over both shoulders before backing up and sound your horn if an alarm is not equipped. If you're unable to see around a load, drive in reverse. Always keep your head and eyes facing in the direction of travel. Never allow anyone to hitch a ride. I guess I won't be needing these. The certified operator is the only authorized passenger. In some cases, approved platforms can be used for lifting people. When working on high-lift trucks, always tie off with a personal fall protection system. Loading docks, trailers, and ramps can be especially dangerous. Make sure trailers are secure and won't roll while working in them. Chock the wheels and use a dock lock to hold the trailer to the dock. Before entering a trailer that's not connected to a tractor, be sure it's supported with a jack stand. Even a safe load can cause a trailer to tip if it's not properly secured. Check the maximum weight of the trailer and make sure your load is within the limits. It's a good thing I haven't exceeded my maximum weight limit. I'm going to do a forklift on this chocolate cake. On a ramp, lift the load slightly to avoid hitting or scraping the ramp. Once the entire forklift is on the incline, you can drive with the forks in travel position. Never turn on a ramp, or the weight of the forklift may cause it to tip over. Only one forklift should be on a ramp at a time. So there it is, a real-life forklift video. You know everything you need to know, right? Oh yeah, there might be one other thing we want to talk about, the load. What happens if a load is out of balance? It could lead to an accident. A compact load carried all the way back on the forks, close to the drive axle, is going to be the most stable. Place the heaviest point as low and as close to the face of your forks as possible. Always use both forks when picking up a load. If your load is tall, wide, or oddly shaped, if you're using attachments or a high lift is involved, or if the size of your load makes it difficult to maneuver, such as around tight corners, then reduce the size of your load. It's always better to make an extra trip than to risk a tip over or worse. Space your forks as far apart as possible to increase stability. Make sure the load won't shift while traveling. When possible, wrap or strap loads made up of individual items. Never pick up loads on broken pallets or containers that are in bad condition.
Forklifts save you a lot of time and money.
They move loads instantly that would otherwise take hours and 5 or 6 workers to do the job.
But know the dangers you face while operating a forklift. Keep that safety-first attitude. Don't take unnecessary risks.
Take the time to inspect your equipment and your path of travel. By stacking your load properly, keeping your speed safely reduced, and alerting pedestrians and other vehicles of your movements, you're taking actions that will keep you and your coworkers safe when working on or around forklifts.
You've just seen some of the ways to protect yourself while using a forklift. Now let's put what you've learned to the test.
In this next segment, we're going to put some of our workers through different scenarios in which they could be risking a serious injury or worse.
Hopefully, with your help, they'll make it through okay.
Here's a fellow we'll call Bob. Bob's a good enough guy, and he's been driving forklifts a long time, maybe too long. Long enough to get overconfident and relaxed.
He's done a walking inspection of the route and he figures he's ready to go. But is he? Something is missing.
Hey, Bob, aren't you forgetting something?
What's that?
I said, aren't you forgetting something?
I'm not sure I follow you, ma'am.
Okay, Bob. Watch what I'm doing here, okay?
All right?
Okay. See me? You
Yeah.
watching me?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you figure out what I'm doing here, Bob?
I guess I'm not getting it.
Okay, let's see. It rhymes with pre-trip inspection.
Well, there's a problem. I'm no good at word games.
Inspection, Bob. If you'd done that, you'd see you have a headlight out.
See? Headlight, really? Oh, look at that. How'd I miss that?
Look, Bob, nothing personal here, okay? But if you would just take some time, you know? Think things through before you do them.
No, you're right. You're absolutely right. That was stupid. I swear sometimes if my head wasn't attached.
Okay, I got the picture. Look, no getting up on the forklift without an inspection, all right?
You got it. You can count on old Bob.
Bob,
Yes, ma'am.
the light.
Come again?
The light.
Hey! I'll take care of that right now.
Bob.
The light.
Bob needed to inspect his forklift before beginning his shift.
You should never drive off without first checking your forklift to make sure it's in good working order.
Of course, Bob's got more to worry about than just inspecting the forklift. Is there anything else that Bob needs to do?
A, drive defensively and watch out for pedestrians and other vehicle traffic. B, Bob is fine. Others need to look out for themselves. C, drive faster and finish his work. You're right. Forklift drivers need to watch out for pedestrians and other vehicle traffic.
Let's see how Bob reacts.
Oh, man, I'm sorry. You all right? I just didn't see. I didn't mean to do that. Are you okay? Please forgive me.
Really, I'm all right.
All right, then. This is just between you and me, though, right?
I've got work to do.
All right, mum's the word.
If Bob keeps this up, he's headed for trouble. Let's see how he works with the spotter.
How am I doing there, Mikey?
Hey, Bob. Come on, Bob.
Hey there, boy, am I close?
Doing fine, Bob. Whoa!
Our friend Bob is creating another dangerous situation.
You know the correct procedure. Never allow anyone between the load and a stationary object. But what about allowing additional riders on your forklift?
Hey, it's almost bean time. Let's go downtown. Get on board.
All right. Yeah.
I'll take you on down there.
Okay.
Get on a Chow Down Express to
All right,
lunch
be
land.
careful this-
All right, hold on. Here we go.
Oh, shoot.
Should Bob be giving other workers a lift? A, yes, it will save time. B, no, it's dangerous and is not allowed. C, yes, but only if they stop you and ask for a ride. Never allow anyone to hitch a ride. The certified operator is the only authorized passenger. Allowing anyone else to ride on your forklift or load is a safety hazard. Bob is now going to adjust a stacked pallet of boxes. You can see that trouble is coming.
Hey, you didn't drop your clipboard.
I'll see you in my office.
What, now?
What do you think? Yeah, now!
You need to be more careful.
Always use both forks when lifting a pallet. So how do you think you did? Did you use the 3 A's?
I hope so, because in here, you do get a second chance.
But in real life, you only get one.
So stay aware of the hazards around you.
Keep that safety-first attitude. And when it comes to protecting yourself, take action. I'm Tim Wright. Keep it real.